Hi,
Hi,
Mark.
Mark.
I'm Alice. I'm going to play Roger first.
I'm Vivian. I'm going to play Jean first.
Okay. Our next movie is named Rain Man. This one stars Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise, the two brothers to meet for the first time only after their father dies. Cruise plays the younger brother, a freewheeling Los Angeles car dealer, and Hoffman plays the older brother he never knew he had, a brother who spent his life in a mental home, trapped inside the disease of autism. Hoffman can listen and respond and speak and follow a routine. He's known as high-level autistic, but you can never be sure what he is thinking, or even for sure if he's thinking. This is something Cruise discovered during the cross-country trip they take together. Like some autistic person, the brother named Raymond is amazingly good at almost the impossible mathematical tasks. He also turns out to have memorized the local phone book. The movie surprises us what comes in Las Vegas, where Raymond turns out to be a nature card counter at the blackjack tables, even though he doesn't even really understand the concept of gambling. And they drive the casino bosses crazy. The guys are looking down on this table, trying to figure out what's happening. They can't believe this guy, in his mind, he keeps track over the six-stack shoe. If Raymond were some kind of soft-hearted disease in the weak movie on television, the Dustin Hoffman character will probably get hit on the head and suddenly give up on normal personality. But that doesn't happen in this movie. He's autistic and he will always be autistic. And the person who changed is the brother played by Tom Cruise. He's a hard-driving, high-living fly-by-nighter who is never forced to care much about another people. But during their long day on the road together, Cruise learned passion and acceptance for the first time. You might think of material on this movie will be impossible to handle, but Hoffman delivers a perfectly modulated performance, and Cruise deals with him without getting sentimental. The director, Barry Levinson, turns it into a surprisingly entertaining movie that actually does have something to say.
I think you hit on it with a lack of sentiment, at least the over-sentiment in this movie. I mean, you can't, typically we see the mentally ill portrayed as, cute and cuddly. Isn't that too bad? Either that or some kind of horror, kind of freak syndrome. This picture Hoffman plays the character dead on, and it's really a thankless role that I think only a star of his caliber, and there are a few others, the neuroduet Nicholson and will do it with a play on likable characters are not easily. Certainly this guy, you can grab the whole of him. Wouldn't the audience try to grab the whole of this guy? So we feel Cruise's frustration. And of course, the greatness is Cruise's performance. I think it is the best role today.
Yes.
I mean, it may be risky business, but that's another kind of picture. But here is a full scale, and again, modulated is the right word because he goes through a slight change and you see it honestly earned the change that he goes through. He's extremely frustrated. He thinks that the brother is faking it. We are not sure what is going on there for a while.
It's a fascinating process because, the role is the fiction is about change.
Right.
So here is the two character pieces, and which one of the characters cannot change and will never change.
And one doesn't want to change.
And one doesn't want to change.
Yeah.
So that he wants the other one to change.
Yeah.
So that it's become an extremely thought-provoking confrontation between the two.
I like it very much as well.
Okay, now Vivian will play Roger. I will play Jean.
Okay. Our next movie is named Rain Man. This one stars Dustin Hoffman and Tom Cruise, the two brothers to meet for the first time only after their father dies. Cruise plays the younger brother, a freewheeling Los Angeles car dealer, and Hoffman plays the older brother he never knew he had, a brother who spent his life in a mental home, trapped inside the disease of autism. Hoffman can listen and respond and speak and follow a routine. He is known as a high-level autistic, but you can never be sure what he is thinking, or even for sure if he is thinking. This is something Cruise discovered during a cross-country trip they take together. Like some autistic persons, the brother named Raymond is amazingly good at almost the impossible mathematical tasks. He also turns out to have memorized the local phone book. The movie surprises us what comes in Las Vegas, where Raymond turns out to be a natural card counter at the blackjack tables, even though he doesn't even really understand the concept of gambling. and they drive the casino bosses crazy. The guys are looking down on this table, trying to figure out what's happening. They can't believe this guy in his mind he keeps track over the 6th black shoe. If Raymond were some kind of soft heart disease in the weak movie on television, the Dustin Hoffman character will probably get hit on the head and suddenly give up on normal personality. But that doesn't happen in this movie. He's autistic and he will always be autistic. And the person who changes is the brother played by Tom Cruise. He's a hard-driving, high-living fly-by-nighter who is never forced to care much about other people. But during their long day on the road together, Cruise learns patience and acceptance for the first time. You might think of material on this movie will be impossible to handle, but Hoffman delivers a perfectly modulated performance, and Cruise deals with him without getting sentimental. The director Barry Levinson turns it into a surprisingly entertaining movie that actually does have something to say.
I think you hit on it with a lack of sentiment, at least the over sentiment in this movie. I mean, typically we see the mentally ill portrayed as, cute and cuddly, isn't that too bad? Either that or some kind of horror, kind of freak syndrome. This picture Hoffman plays the character dead on, and he really the thankless role that I think only the start of his caliber and there are a few others. The new role during Nicholson will do it with the play unlikable character are not easily. Certainly this guy, you can't grab the hold of him. Even the audience try to grab the hold of this guy, so we feel for Cruise's frustration. And of course, the greatness is Cruise's performance. I think it is the best role today.
Yes.
I mean, it may be risky business, but that's another kind of picture. But here is a full scale, and again, modulated is the right word because he goes through a slight change and you see it honestly earn the change that he does through. He is extremely frustrated. He thinks the brother is faking it. We're not sure what is going on there for a while.
It's a fascinating process because the rule is the fiction is about change.
Right.
So here's a 2-character piece, and which one of the characters cannot change and will never change.
And one doesn't want to change.
And one doesn't want to change.
Yeah.
So that he wants the other one to change.
Yeah.
So that it becomes an extremely thought-provoking confrontation between the two.
I like it very much as well.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.